Hi, Gay Trey, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh my god, I feel like it's been like forever. Even though it's not, it's like been like a week, but like, I feel like it's been forever. I love you guys so much. And you know, happy holidays. It's almost close to Christmas. Sorry, my camera's wobbly, my bad. It's not stable right now. I'm doing great. My life's going great. But in honor of it almost being Christmas, I want my Christmas onesie because we cute. We cute. We love all that. We live for all of it. I'm super excited. Today is going to be a different kind of video. I know I say that all the time. Oh, this is different. Oh, I've never done that. Oh, it's because I haven't done it. So we're gonna do it because like we love different. I know y'all been dying for some different content from me than me just like, you know, telling you story times about me, which are interesting because like who doesn't want to know, but we can switch it up. We can switch up. We would love for a switch up. So today I decided that since it's almost close to Christmas, I am a horror fanatic. I love scary things. I think scary things are super awesome. I decided that I'm gonna be doing a reaction video today. So we're gonna be reacting to scary animated Christmas stories. Oh my God, it's gonna be so fun. I live for literally all of it. Like, first of all, I love scary stuff. Like, scary stuff is like my favorite thing, even though I get scared so easily, like, nightmares. I get scared so easily, but I live for scary stuff. Is that weird? Comment below how you like, yo, what's your genre, genre? Okay, what's your genre of movie? I prefer scary, but let me know what you prefer. I'm excited. I have my laptop in front of me, so, you know, I'm an accountant. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh, so we're just gonna go ahead and scary Christmas stories animated. We're gonna look up some. It's gonna be super great. I'm super excited, and we're gonna do the damn thing. Okay, so I have my headphones on. I'm excited. I'm also really scared because like, I don't know what any of these stories are. I think I decided to do 3. I think I did 3. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully these channels that I'm like watching and reacting to, hopefully they don't demonetize my stuff or get me for copyright. I'm gonna put all these in the description. So hopefully they don't just like, you know, decide to come for my channel because like I don't really have a channel right now, but like please don't come for my channel. I really appreciate it. Also my dog's back there. Boo! Look at, there he is. He's so handsome. I love him. He's gonna be in here with me because I'm scared. Okay, let's get started. Let's get started. Oh my God, so many colors. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start with the first one that I see. Scroll down a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this one. Okay. So this is Christmas 1996 Scary Story Animated by Nightmare Tales. It was uploaded 4 months ago. It's 6 minutes long. So, you know, here we go. Nightmare Tales. Be sure to check out their channel because this looks scary as fuck. Here we go. The music's already scary. The music's already scary.
I was up early. I bounced out of bed and made my way down the hall towards our living room at the front of the house.
I like this voice.
I slowly peered in to see if Santa had bothered to pay us a visit. With all that had been going on over the past few weeks, I was certain that he wouldn't. However, a euphoric sense of excitement and happiness washed over me as I took in the gorgeous Christmas tree and all of its glistening bounty below. I called out to my mother, "He came! He came! Can we open them? Mum, wake up!" A murmur, followed by the crash of a lamp falling off a bedside table, was shortly followed by the shuffling of slippered feet along our old hardwood floor. Hunched over, she entered the living room along with the stench of whiskey and cigarettes from the night before. My dad had up and left her for another woman not long ago, and for her to be up this early was nothing short of a Christmas miracle. She had slumped into a deep depression, brought on by the shock of my dad's sudden departure, and then compounded by the loneliness, worthlessness, and guilt she must have been feeling from neglecting me. Looking back now, that time of my life had really helped me become more independent. It made me stronger. I had to feed myself, bathe myself, and take myself off to school. Hell, no one else was going to do it for me. It was horrible to see her this way. However, the 7-year-old me couldn't contain my excitement, and I badgered her relentlessly by asking, "Can I open them? Can I? Can I?" Until she was able to get the words out through the pain of her splitting headache. "Yes, yes, hurry up," she said. "Open them." "Great," I shouted, and began to tear into the wrapping paper like a rabid dog tearing into the flesh of its freshly caught prey. A Nintendo 64. Game Boy Pocket, Goosebumps books, Lego. I had really hit the jackpot. I was so happy.
What the fuck?
I looked up at my mum and said, "Thanks, Mum. I love you." "Don't thank me," she said. "Thanks, Santa." I smiled. "Thanks, Santa." She smiled back.
This is weird.
Then, without thinking, I said, "I wish Dad could be here." I shouldn't have said it, but I was all too caught up in the moment. My mother's face turned, her icy stare filling me with regret for having ruined the good mood. Damn. Why did I have to say that?
That sucks.
The awful and awkward silence was broken when she said in a cold, crackled whisper, "There's one more there. Aren't you going to open it?" I smiled an uncomfortable smile back at her. "Yes, of course," I replied, trying so hard to get that warm, excited feeling back that had filled the room just minutes ago. I dragged over the last box. It was heavy. I didn't tear into it like the previous few. I didn't have the same enthusiasm.
I feel like I know what it is.
I wanted to savor the moment. Who knows when I would be getting presents like this again? My mother stared intently at me as I peeled away the wrapping, opened the cardboard box,
she's like anticipating something. I don't like it.
Within. I froze. I can still see the image so clearly in my mind to this day. And to this day, nothing has made me feel more sick to my stomach, more shattered, more incredibly disappointed and devastated. "What is it, Ryan?" She
Stop.
purred.
I'm scared.
"What's wrong?
I'm
Is
scared.
it what you wanted?" My father's head
Oh my God.
lifelessly stared at me, and I stared back into his eyes, his dead eyes. "It's exactly what I wanted," I replied, sobbing as I did so. "Good. Now dry your eyes," my mother croaked.
That was horrifying. Okay, Bob. Okay. That was interesting. Go off, I guess. You know, live your best life. Who am I to judge? Okay. Let's check out another one. We're super excited. That was interesting. I'm shook, bruh, for real. I did not like that. Okay, let's look up another one. I think I'm just gonna do 2. I know I said 3, but like these are like long though. So I think I'm just gonna do 2. We'll do... Okay, we'll do The Mall Santa Claus Christmas Horror Story Animated by MJV Animations. We'll do his because the freaking thing looks creepy. The picture looks creepy. So let's do it. I don't know how long this video is already, and I know I still have to edit, so I'm probably just gonna do 2 videos because these are actually longer than I expected them to be. I'm sorry, I know I said 3 in the beginning. But, you know, we all make mistakes. Here we go. Alright, here we go.
The traumatizing events of this story happened to me several years ago. This is the first time I'm sharing my story publicly in hopes it may help others who read it. At the time, I was a mother of a 4-year-old daughter. Her name is Juniper, and she is my entire life. The day of these events, my husband was at work, so I decided to do some Christmas shopping at the mall.
It's like real life, but like animated
Juniper
too.
saw
I love
Santa
that.
sitting in the middle of the atrium and began jumping because I assumed she associated Santa with presents. We decided to get into line, even though it was long. We could get a picture and she could tell Santa what she wanted for Christmas. When it was finally Juniper's chance to sit on his lap, I immediately felt uncomfortable. I didn't like the way he was staring at her. His eyes were big and looked as if though he had been on something. She sat there for a moment and told the man what she wanted as I watched, filled with anxiety. After about 2 minutes, he got her off his lap and winked goodbye to her and said Merry Christmas. Happy this ordeal was over, we did the little bit of shopping we had to do and pressed on through the day. While I was browsing around one of the clothing stores, I looked up and thought I noticed the mall Santa sitting outside of the store we were in. Not taking any chances, I grabbed Juniper and walked out of the other entrance of the store. After a little while longer of shopping, we decided to get some lunch in the food court of the mall. I kept my eyes peeled because I just had Mother's intuition that something wasn't right. We were finishing our food, and literally as we were about to get up, the mall Santa came over to our table. He walked right up to Juniper and said in a jolly Santa-like voice, "Hey there, Juniper. Remember to be good so Santa can come and bring you lots of presents." She was so excited, and so were all the people around me. It's easy to say what you would do in that situation, but I just stood still. I thought freaking out my daughter and rushing her away from Santa would be a traumatizing event, so I grabbed her hand and told her it was time to go. She said goodbye to Santa, and we left. That night at home, I told my husband about the entire story. He was angry, but agreed with my course of action. The next day, I woke up at about 8 a.m. My husband was already gone for work for the day. I happened to look outside and saw a strange blue car that I had never noticed parked outside my house. This didn't really bother me considering it could have been anyone, but it was just peculiar. At about 11 a.m., I looked out the window again and noticed the car was still in the exact same spot. I made the choice to go out to my mailbox and find my home and investigate the car. The car was empty, except for the passenger seat. There was a Santa hat on the seat. I tried not to jump to any conclusions, but it was just starting to make too much sense in my head. I ran inside and called my husband. He said I was grasping at straws, but decided to come home anyway to make sure I was okay. A couple of minutes later, my worst fear was realized. I looked out the window and saw the man in his car. It was the mall Santa, and he was taking a picture of my house with his cell phone. Once he saw me, he drove away, and he drove away so fast I couldn't get the license plate number. Minutes later, my husband came home and I explained what I saw.
What the
He
hell?
called the authorities, but there really wasn't anything that could be done. I felt angry with myself that I looked at the car all morning and couldn't get a license plate number. My husband stayed home from work the next day just in case. At about noon, we walked around the house and noticed footprints outside of Juniper's window. Footprints in the snow that neither of us left. That night, I couldn't sleep. I felt like I was just waiting for something horrible to happen. My husband, Juniper, and I all decided to have a camp out in the living room so she could be with us all night. Shortly after midnight, my husband and I were alerted to the sound of a car pulling up. It was the mall Santa car from the day before, and he was approaching the house with a giant bag in his hand. I called the police, as my husband stalked him through the windows. The lights were off, so the mall Santa couldn't see us through the windows. He made his way all the way to Juniper's window. He started to tap on the windows, almost as if though he was trying to wake her up. My husband stood on the other side of the window, trying not to scare him away until the cops came. That's when we heard it. "Hey, Juniper, it's Santa. Come take a ride in my sleigh and I'll show you the reindeer." Praying that the cops would show up any minute, I sat in the fetal position, not knowing if this lunatic had a gun or any other weapon. He kept tapping and whispering, It's me, Santa. Finally, the cops showed up, and when we heard the sirens out front, my husband jumped out the window and tackled the mall Santa. My husband yelled for the cops, and the cops...
Okay, Bob!
He didn't have any weapons on him, but his car did have duct tape and rope. It gives me nightmares to this day, thinking of that horrible situation and what could have happened. My Christmas miracle is that my family is safe, and my daughter didn't have to really experience any of the intense feelings my husband and I did over those couple of days. If you as a parent have instincts about the safety of your child, please follow them. If I would have just left the mall when I felt uneasy, I could have possibly avoided this entire series of events.
Yo, low key, that would scare the fuck out of me. I'm not a parent, so I don't know. But, like, that would scare me. That would shake me to my core, honestly. Like, all my parents out there, what's up? Comment down below how you would feel. How would you react in that situation? Even if you're not a parent, comment down below. How would you react in that situation? What would you do differently? Let me know. Also, leave a like if you like this type of video. I'm down to do more reactions, scary, funny, whatever you guys want me to do, you know I'm gonna do it. I post every Wednesday. You know that if you turn on the bell to get notified. But you know me, I post every Wednesday. So come back to my channel. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Mwah.